Hey, YouTubers, Raven here.
Starfire.
And we're back!
We are!
Yes!
Supergirl! So happy!
So happy that the superhero shows are back.
Yes, I'm so happy.
This summer was way too long.
It was, but we had the Outpost.
We did.
So it wasn't like we weren't doing anything this summer on reviewing.
True.
And whenever we get another season of Winona Earp, we'll do that too.
Yes.
So,
Supposed to be next season.
Next year. I still don't know if they've started filming yet. Did they?
Well, isn't that what the post said, that they were starting to film? I'm pretty
guess
sure I saw that they were starting to film.
Probably. And I mean, they were at New York Comic Con this weekend, so they probably talked about it there.
Yeah, I will watch the video on that then.
Yeah, probably. I think it's through Sci-Fi Wire.
I'll find it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah. Tomorrow's Black Lightning and the Flash!
Oh, the Flash isn't tomorrow.
And Tuesday's the Flash.
Yeah. Yes. You just really want the Flash to get here.
I do. I love the Flash.
But tonight...
And I love Supergirl too.
We're talking about Supergirl.
I'm just saying it'll be consistent again. Like, it'll be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Because the shows are on those days.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Okay, before we start in on Supergirl, I do want to say your ideas on, do you think you will like Batwoman as a whole?
I mean, I think I'll like Batwoman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know that much about, like, the whole story and history of the character of Batwoman. But, I mean, you know, I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
And I want to see what's going to happen.
I'm interested. And I thought she did a really good job in her acting and
She
everything.
did. She did do a good job.
Yes.
And this suit is really awesome.
Yes. I can't wait till they add the red.
Yeah. For a long time, I actually thought when we saw her with the red in the crossover that was her actual hair. Like, I thought that she just had, like, long red hair. And it was all, like, wavy like that.
Yeah, no.
So I didn't know that it was part of the suit.
Yeah. It's part of the cowl.
So was that guy that was there, was he his assistant? Bruce's assistant?
I guess. I mean, he's obviously been Batman for so long that he actually left. So maybe Alfred died.
Maybe.
And he had to get new help.
Yeah, because I'm like, that's not Alfred.
No, Alfred would be old as hell.
So.
Yeah. Nah.
But yeah, I mean, it looks good.
So I'm excited to continue watching it. Let us know if you guys are.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyways, back to Supergirl.
Yay!
Supergirl was so good tonight.
It was.
This is so
good.
Very good. I am sad and angry,
Mm-hmm.
but also very happy.
Yeah. So it was season 5, episode 1, Event Horizon.
Yes. So, what did you think of tonight's episode?
I mean, I enjoyed it, but like you said, I was kind of like angry about certain things too.
Mm-hmm.
Particularly the fact that even though, you know, she told her,
mm-hmm.
she's still gonna use it against her.
Yep. She's gonna be a Luthor about it.
I mean, it's not like she can ever stop. She is a Luthor, like she told that robot or whatever.
Right.
You know, we're Scorpions.
Yeah.
We get stung. Or we sting when,
and
you know.
See it coming.
Yeah.
Yep.
So she's going to use Supergirl for her own personal gain.
Mm-hmm.
And since she has her trust, she knows that it'll work. Because Kara trusts her.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I knew that, like, you know, she was still gonna, you know, it wasn't gonna be that easy for her to just, like, forgive her.
Yeah.
Because she was still, she's so heartbroken and hurt by it that it's going to take a long time, if it ever happens, for her to actually forgive her.
Yeah.
Because she was betrayed. And, you know, it takes a long time to fix that, if it ever gets fixed.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
See, my whole issue with it is that they spend so long working on Lena and her trust issues that, like, they made so much headway in that.
Right. That it feels like it's actually, like, she's going back a step.
Yeah.
Because of what they're doing. It's like, yeah, you're a Luthor, but you've always tried to use that name for good instead of for bad.
Right.
And now you're doing exactly what your brother does by doing this. Right. So, you know, like, I know she's hurt and I know she's heartbroken, but, you know, she still needs to keep to what she's been doing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And I think the theme this season is going to be, like, technology and how, like, it affects us in society, and, like, how we're so, like, out of the loop when it comes to the real world, and we're in our own virtual realities. And so, yeah, that's going to be interesting to see how all of that plays out. I'm honestly just glad we're done with the Sons of Liberty stuff, because, or Agents of Liberty or whatever, because that was getting really, really irritating.
Yeah.
And so I'm glad that we have, like, a whole new theme going on.
Well, now we're dealing with what was it, Leviathan?
Yeah.
Which we saw at the end.
Which we saw at the very, very end that kidnapped Tess.
Yeah.
So,
Tessmacher?
Yeah. Yeah, Eve, sorry.
Yes. Eve is Tessmacher.
But, yeah, so, and then, like, Jean, this midnight, is after John. Because it was him that threw her into the Phantom Zone.
The Phantom Zone!
Kneel before Zod!
Yeah. It was nice to see a villain from the Phantom Zone not hate Kara.
Yeah.
That was different. But then at the same time, that leaves me wondering how in the fracking universe did Jean activate a portal to the Phantom Zone from Mars?
Yeah.
Like, that was a Kryptonian thing?
Yeah, that's why I was like, I was thinking, I'm like, wait, how could he have done that?
Yeah.
Because they do that in Krypton, not where he's from.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah, so I'm very confused on how he was able to put her in the Phantom Zone.
And then his whole brother thing?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? I'm sorry. Doctor Who.
Doctor Who?
Doctor Who. Doctor Who. On the fall of the 11th, the question shall be asked. What is the question? Doctor Who. She's not that far yet, but I'm caught up. So I've been caught up for years.
I'm on season 3. Martha!
Yeah.
But yeah, like, the stuff with his brother, I mean, I don't even know.
Yeah.
And then how everything is, okay, so this new woman, Andrea, who's running Catco now, is friends with Lena. And now Kelly is working with her on this technology thing, this virtual reality thing. And So I'm like, how is that all going to be connected? Is that going to be good? Is that going to be bad? Like, because Kelly, I'm sure, wants to use it in a good way. She doesn't want it to, be used wrongly. But those types of things, of course, are going to if the wrong people get a hold of them. So, yeah.
I don't know.
I don't trust Andrea.
Yeah, no.
No.
No, she broke her word to Lena.
Well, Lena broke her word to her, too.
Well, before. It's almost like payback.
Yeah.
But, like...
And if, like, she confronts her about it, I'd be like, it's payback, bitch.
Right.
You broke your word before I broke mine. Mm-hmm. Because something happened that changed me sending you that. So, that's why. Yeah. Like... And can I just say that I love how the suit materialized on Kara?
I thought it was a little slow.
Like, it was a little slow, but it was still really cool to watch.
Mm-hmm. She can change her outfit faster than that did.
Yeah, she can.
Yeah.
It's like the Flash ring, where just get, he just...
Yeah, but the Flash, like that, he puts it on himself, so it's like that. But Kara's like, oh, it's like snail's pace, and I'm like,
yeah.
Okay, we get it.
I think maybe they did it that way just to, like, for the first reveal, maybe. Yeah. And then after that, it's going to be different. Like, it'll be faster. But I think for that purpose, like, for Lena to see and, like, for it to just be materialized and be like, look, I actually am Supergirl. Like, this is the suit and everything, Yeah. So.
Yeah. I am holding out hope that Lena will, because she's not full Luthor. Like, like, she's always been the good one.
But she's been hurt by so many people so many different times that...
I know, but she had made it her life goal not to be a Luthor.
I know.
And I think that making it your life's ambition to bring light to a darkened family name, to a dark family legacy.
I mean, she even said that in her speech.
Mm-hmm. Like, I think that she's been at it for too long for her to just throw it away. Yeah. Because I think Kara did a really good job of explaining herself.
She did.
And that I think eventually Lena couldn't hear it then.
Yeah.
But I think eventually when things start coming out about what Lena's doing behind closed doors, and when Kara starts figuring things out about her, like not exactly being truthful and hiding stuff from her and being a Luthor,
right.
Things she'll like confront her again, because she had to deal with the fact that Lena was a Luthor for a long time, and then she like got past the whole Lena's a Luthor thing. Right. And just saw her as Lena. Mm-hmm. And I think that she will never give up on Lena and continuously go after her as a friend. And just like Supergirl did when she was mad at Supergirl. And then in last season, season 4, we got the culmination of all Supergirl's effort, where Lena sided with Supergirl against the entire nation. Right. Like, she promised it, like, we're gonna find out what happened and we're gonna do it together. Yeah. So, I think that, like, I don't know, it's definitely gonna take time, but eventually Kara will be able to get through to her.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, Lena's been at this be good for way too long to turn her back on it and be bad.
Right.
I mean, like, she might perfect that super meta thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe she gives it to herself. Maybe she becomes a Luthor with superpowers. Scary thought, but it's Lena, so
Yeah.
I'm kind of okay with it. Right. But when she does that and she has to put on a mask and she finds herself in that same situation, like, I see her finally realizing what Supergirl went through. Yeah. What Kara went through keeping it from her. Like, I mean, she definitely wouldn't even tell Kara that she was whatever. You know.
Well, I loved how, like, she was all throwing the shade and, like, making it seem,
yeah, like you're like, the perfect person.
I was like, I see what you're doing there, Lena. Yes. Throwing some shade. Mm-hmm. Like, I see
you're
it.
You're so truthful. You don't tell lies. Like, you seek out the truth and you always tell it.
Ask me no questions, I'll tell you no lies.
The cows are in the pastures eating chocolate bars.
But yeah, like, I don't know. I agree.
Yeah, I see a future where eventually they become friends again.
Mm-hmm. It's just going to be a long process.
Yes.
So do you think James was right to quit?
Yeah.
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 Me too.
I like
that Kara stood up for herself.
Yes.
Because she's like, I'm still going to write the stories that I write.
And he will not
in the way that I write them. Because I want the stories out there for people to know. Because, I mean, look, Iris is a journalist. Mm-hmm. She's going to put her stories out there just the way that hers are. Mm-hmm. They're not going to be super short and edited. And people are still going to go to them because people like The Flash. And people want to know what's happening. Mm-hmm. Like, especially if it involves The Flash.
Yeah.
Because he's the hero of the city. Of Central City. So, yeah. Like, people still care and want to know. I mean, mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of people are lost in their own world. But at the same time, even, like, if they can see something that is positive and it's showing her saving people in this way, like, people want to find positivity and they're more likely to read something like that than they are something that's not.
Right.
So some of the things that she was saying in her spiel were truthful and accurate, yes. But not all of them. Because, yeah, people sometimes prefer shorter things, but there's still publications that put out articles mm-hmm. that are beneficial to people, that people want to read and know more information about. And I think that it would still be useful if Kara still put the stories out the same way that she's always been putting them out. Mm-hmm. So there's nothing wrong with what she's doing.
Yeah. I think that see, I know they want Kara to be a newspaper person, just like Clark, and blah 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 blah, right? Mm-hmm. But I know that Supergirl herself, as a concept, had always struggled with that how to fit into this universe because Clark was there. Mm-hmm. Why do you need Supergirl?
Right.
You have Superman. Mm-hmm. There's no need for another one.
Right.
But so she's always struggled to find her place.
Yeah.
And I mean, in the cartoons, like, you see her going to the future. Mm-hmm. She left with Brainy and and Lightning Lad and Bouncing Boy and Saturn Girl. She went to the future, and she actually had a thing with Brainy. It was Supergirl and Brainiac 5, yes. I'm pretty sure it was Brainiac. Yeah, it was Supergirl and Brainy. And so she went because there was no space, there was no room for her here. But there was no House of L in the future.
Right.
So she went and did the Superman thing as Supergirl in the future. So, like, it's just finding a place where she fits in, you know, which is why they got rid of Superman in these shows. They put him on that rock floating in the sky, on that asteroid. New Krypton?
Yeah.
Which is weird, because technically New Krypton is, like, supposed to be a shrunken surviving city.
I didn't even watch all of that show.
This has nothing to do with
I
that.
know, but I only saw, like...
I didn't even see a
It
full
got
episode.
canceled after 2 seasons.
But yeah, like, Krypton is supposed to be like this, like, last surviving city. I think is called New Krypton. And, basically, Superman keeps it in the fortress, in he keeps it in a thing, like a sealed container. And people just live out their lives. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids style. Like, and that's how they live. In the Fortress of Solitude, tiny as hell, on a city that survived the explosion. But here, they're all life-size on an asteroid, and I'm like, what? But, you know, he gets to go live there. And maybe this way he can actually have a child with Lois and not snap her in half. I mean, come on, guys. That was a thing in Smallville.
It was, but I think after up to a certain point, it was just like...
He was like, I've done this enough times now. I know how to be safe.
Yeah, it's like I want to be with her. I'm not afraid anymore.
Yeah. But...
And I also love how when the suit materialized, she was like, pants!
Yeah. She looked directly at Lee and she says, pants! And then boom!
And then Alex is like, you all get changed so fast!
Yes.
Because she's still in her heels and dress. And it ain't easy to run in heels.
No.
So, I mean, I know we didn't see that much of Alex and Kelly in this episode, but I still thought that they were cute.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna say they weren't. We didn't get to, like you said, we didn't get to see much of Kelly.
We did, but it was mostly, like, individually. It wasn't a lot with Alex.
Yeah.
Like, some of the scenes, like, the scenes where they were dancing and where they were together, you know, was with both of them. And then, like, the beginning scene. And then the scene with her and Andrea and Lena and, yeah.
And James.
But
it didn't feel like we got to see a lot of her.
Yeah. And, I mean, I don't think she was that bad in this episode.
No. If I was nitpicking, which I do a lot, I would say that the one section that I felt needed some help with her was the final one in the bar or whatever.
Yeah.
Where they were like, who's the greatest villain?
Movie villain.
Yeah. And
who do you think is the best movie villain?
Oh. Yes. Who do you think it is? I think that she had it didn't flow right for me.
Yeah.
When she answered. So.
And when she said Hans Gruber,
Mm.
I mean, he's a pretty great villain.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying he's not.
I know.
I'm saying that
the way she responded.
The flow was off.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's like one out of back when she was showing up last season. I had multiple for each episode she was in. So, that's just me being nitpicky. She's improved greatly.
She has. And hopefully she gets even better this season. I love how Kara said Voldemort.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was awesome.
Girl after my own heart.
I honestly would have to think about it because I don't know.
Right.
That's a tough question.
It is. It really is.
Because, I mean, you could say Lex Luthor, too, but he's more of a comic book villain than he is a movie villain. Right? I mean, because he first showed up in the comics.
Yeah, but any modern day movie villain that you think of is going to be mostly comic related.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
I mean, he technically would be a movie villain. Because we see him in the Superman movies.
In every incarnation.
Yeah. So Lex is pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Even Scar from The Lion King, seriously.
Yeah.
And Khan from Star Trek, I have to mention him, or I'm a bad Star Trek fan.
But I mean, you have
Biff.
Yes. Yeah. Vader. Jabba.
Vader's one of the greatest movie villains of all time. Definitely. Yeah, I could say that. Sidious. I could even say that not being a huge Star Wars fan. Like, truthfully, he is one of the greatest.
He is. He's up there. Just so many good ones. Thanos. Yes. Like,
I am Iron Man. My heart.
A moment of silence.
For Tony
Stark. Okay.
We love you, Robert Downey Jr.
I don't. I really don't. But it's okay. Because I tried doing that.
No, but like, because we're mentioning the movie stuff, like, we should definitely talk about Nia and Brainy because that's the whole point of it. I understand why he's afraid.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want to hurt her like that. He doesn't want to be cold and doing those things, but he's afraid that if he opens up, that it'll be even worse. So, and I love how when, like, she's just like, kiss me, and he just does. And it was so great. Yes. It was just the anticipation and, the build-up and waiting for it to happen. Like, it just, the moment that it happened was great. So.
Didn't he say that, like, she has family in the future?
Did he?
Because I would be confused.
I missed that if he did. Because,
like, I know she's destined for, like, great things.
Because I was listening to the whole conversation.
Well, I mean, not tonight.
Oh.
But, like, because he's getting with her, like, I'm confused on how she would have progeny.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because none of that works.
Hopefully that'll be revealed.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, I'm not saying that none of it works. I'm saying the reproductive part doesn't work. Okay, guys? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because it's not there.
Wait, what?
The reproductive part, like, she, like, because she was born a he, so she doesn't have the, like, the
I mean, you
ovaries
can
and stuff.
take the hormones.
Yeah, but you can't give birth. You can't get pregnant.
No.
So, yeah. So I'm a little confused on that. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys.
I don't think that Brady cares.
I know, but like, who would the other parent be? Because if she's getting with Brainy, then she has to find another girl that's willing to have her child. Yeah. No, because it would have her powers. So, yeah. I mean, that's if, like I said, if he did mention that she had descendants.
I don't know if he did.
Let us know.
I don't remember. Honestly, if it was said last season, I'm not going to remember. Okay, I'm sorry. That probably makes me a bad fan to not remember those details. But
you'd remember if it was the Flash.
Not necessarily. There's certain things that I think happened in like season 2 or 3 that happened in another season or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I love Brainy and Nia. They're so cute.
Yeah, they are really cute.
So adorable.
And I'm keeping an open mind for Alex and Kelly, regardless. Because like you said, she's getting better. Slowly, but she's getting better.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just hope she's better than Emma. What?
I can't even speak right now.
I mean, she's kind of already proved to be better than her. Yeah. In some ways. Yeah. Like, she wasn't emotional in this episode, so there's that. But I still think she has the potential for growth and that she can get better with time. Yeah. What? I
don't know. Like, I'm just so scared that Alex is gonna have an actress beside her that can't pull it off.
Well, give it time. They're taking their relationship slow so we can take our thought process of her growth and her acting slow as well. Yeah. It will go with it.
Yeah. I'm trying, guys. I am.
I'm just trying to be positive about it because even though Alex isn't necessarily the main character, she's still a huge part of the show. Yeah. And you know, we will see a lot of her relationship. Mm-hmm. And because Kelly is a regular this season, they're going to, you know, develop that relationship. Yep. So, you know, hopefully it ends up being better than how it's been. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, this was just the first episode of this season, but I thought she did a decent job compared to how she did last season.
Yes, she did. I will give her props. So. She did an amazing job compared to last season. Mm-hmm. If it wasn't for that final scene with her, then she would have done a near perfect job.
Yeah. I mean, Emma from the beginning was like
horrible.
You know. Yeah. And it's really hard to enjoy a show when you dislike the main character.
Yeah. We watched it for the other one.
Yeah. I did that with Dawson's Creek, and I don't think I'll ever watch that show in its entirety ever again.
I'll never watch Once Upon a Time.
I think I will only watch like the season that I like of Dawson's Creek again, but I won't ever watch the whole show again. Same with Once Upon a Time. Like, I'll probably just watch like 2 and 3 because that's what the stuff with like Emmett and Neil and all that. Mm-hmm. And then, like, not. And then 7, maybe, because Emma's not on it.
Yeah.
Except for, like, 2 episodes.
Right.
And then, you know, just be like, okay. But the only seasons I'm going to get on DVD are 1, 2, 3, and 7. I'm not going to get 4, 5, and 6. Because those seasons were trash. Not to Captain Swan fans, but to everybody else, they were trash.
Yeah. They were steaming, flaming piles of hot shit. I mean, they fucked up Rumple.
They did. They effed up a lot of characters.
Mm-hmm. Although, I love that 7 gave us Robin and Alice.
Yes.
Oh, I wish we had more time with them.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
So, yeah.
But,
what else should we talk about?
I mean, like, we pretty much covered most of it. I think, like, it's going to be interesting to see next week how, like, all this stuff with his brother, you know,
apparently he
plays
was
out.
A traitor. Yeah. We saw that in the preview.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think the blast that shocked them both back is probably because they're siblings, they can't fight.
Oh, with Alex and Kara?
No.
Oh.
With Jean and his brother. Like, when they, like, in tonight's episode, when Jean tried to attack him, and
it was like the different color lightsabers. With the different colors.
Yeah.
It was so cool. Yeah. Oh, and what the heck is that with that little girl? That was the brother. He shapeshifted. Yeah. My bad. Sorry. Yeah. But in the preview, they were like, why are Kara and Alex fighting?
Probably isn't Kara, or probably isn't Alex. You don't know. Whichever one it is probably Jean's brother.
I mean, previews are misleading.
Yeah.
Because they only show you certain things and they make it seem really dramatic. More dramatic than it usually is. Yeah. So, you usually have to watch it to find out. Yeah.
But I bet 100% one of them is really Jean's brother.
Probably.
It's probably Alex.
It's so hard to keep track of shapeshifters.
Yeah. But, like, it's probably Alex because he thought maybe that Supergirl wouldn't harm someone she cared about.
Yeah.
And so he transformed into Alex to keep her from hitting him. And
right.
You know, you screwed with her family. She ain't gotta not hurt you. Yeah. So. Yeah. Anything else?
I don't think so. Let us know who you think is the best movie villain in the comments.
The comments below, let us know.
Or on Twitter.
Yes, or Twitter.
Because I did tweet during the episode a little bit. So I'm going to try to do that more with the episodes, like live tweet during them and do like a thread for them. So.
Yeah. And if I feel led, I might write one post or two. I did that during the Outpost season finale.
Yeah, she did.
If I do, then you'll know it's me because I mark Raven. I forgot to do that on the Outpost one.
But I just know by the way you write that it's you.
Yeah.
So.
I do that for, people who might not know.
Yeah, I know.
So if it's unmarked, unnamed,
it's probably me.
Her.
Because I don't do that. Yeah. I'd probably forget every time. So.
I'm just used to signing my name on everything. Then I'm just Raven.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah. So.
And then it's I have to remember the hashtag. And then I would have to remember to sign my name. I'm like, nope, not doing all that. Just making the tweet, using the hashtag, whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, most of the time I'll have mine signed, so you'll know. I guess until next time.
Love yourself and be happy.